gotta hold her butt.
Hello, Justin and roller coaster rider. I am the cat crypter. And now, if you don't mind, I'm going to introduce your Halloween experience. I have Scooby-Doo, Stephen King, Killer Girls, Monsters, and Saturday Night Live cast members. Now, my pretty, I hope you can handle what I've got for you this year. Okay, that's it. Booga booga booga. Hey, you remember you know the intro where I had my cat doing sound like the crypt keeper? Watch that. Now you can show this. Okay, people, do me a favor, okay? You see this creature right here? Pause the video for about 4 minutes, and you're gonna see more of that creature in this video than you're going to see in this movie.
Ain't that the truth?
Along the way, don't worry, this won't make any sense even if we described it chronologically. There's a big, tall, blue Na'vi character from Avatar who's kind of green.
He was the second one.
And then there's some guy who looks like if Hellboy and a bat had a kid.
As the park ranger, or forest, or whatever he was.
Okay, how should we even
start?
Okay, well, let's start from the very beginning. 3 minutes of intro where it to me looks like they were just filming inside of a clock.
Mm-hmm.
After those riveting 3 minutes of opening credits, I guess thankfully they didn't have closing credits, so the movie is only about 82 minutes. By the way, we're seeing the 1970 extended cut. No, this was the extended cut.
I know. Ugh.
Comment below if you want us to one day review the 1967 original cut.
No. Ain't gonna do it.
So anyway.
This was enough of a snooze fest.
So anyway, it's kind of like a takeoff on like it's kind of just a regular slasher where there's a guy running and climbing up a mountain made of dirt.
A hill.
Almost getting run over by a car with no driver, so...
He did get hit.
So, add the Wraith and Christine now. And then there's another car with drivers that... Do they pick him up?
Mm-hmm.
And then they, send him to a psychiatric facility where he's holding on to a cross because this movie is... Would you say it's religious?
Well, if you have werewolves, you want to have a cross.
No, I think that's Dracula.
Well, I thought it was werewolves.
Werewolves, you need a silver bullet.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever you need a cross for. They didn't have garlic,
No, wait, no. No, you need the cross for the devil. With Dracula, you need garlic.
And the stake?
Yeah, through the heart.
So, anyway, so he's in the...
psych ward, just telling his story.
Well, they were trying to figure out if he had done it, but what he said about the bodies were there. Except for, I don't think they found the one guy because he was in that...
other dimension.
Yeah, with the castle.
Thanks, movie. I should be rewatching Looney Tunes Back in Action. And I hated Looney Tunes Back in Action. that happened in there with
Okay.
Area 52.
Okay. So after this happens, then they go back to the psych ward, and this book author, writer, whatever,
Is recording him.
he was hoping that a year later there would be more developments, that he could get a story out of this. So then what they do is they listen to the recording of the doctor and the police asking, or detective asking him questions about what happened. So then it
It's a
goes to the
flashback.
beginning. Yeah.
They heavenly creatured it. And I hated heavenly creatures.
So they're back at his house, and his friend is there, and they decided, the friend didn't tell him, but he was going to go on a picnic, and they brought a blind date for him. And then
one of them kind of looked like Anna Faris, the other one kind of looked like Anne Heche.
Okay, maybe.
Meanwhile, one of them...
They're both blonde, so...
Meanwhile, one of them looked like a young Rob Blagojevich, and the other one, I don't know, an old David Duchovny? I don't know.
Well, his voice was very mature, so, you know.
What are you talking about? The voice matched the dialogue all the time.
It did. If you watched it, it matched pretty close.
No, seriously. It totally happened. It's not like it was all done in post.
So anyway, they decided he was going to go up and meet Dr. Glassman at his cabin.
Just meet the doctor. I don't even...
It was Glassman.
I thought it was Gluckman or Glickman.
No, it was Glassman.
Well, whatever.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't care enough to look. Did I say?
Oh, we'll soon find out.
I'll look.
No, I will look.
Well, then what am I supposed to say?
Anything you want.
So anyway, then it begins the cliche of the slasher genre, where you have 4 dumb white teenagers, I guess? I mean, let's be honest, it was the 70s. As long as you didn't have a beard, you could play a teenager. And even then, if you had a beard, you might still play a teenager, right?
Yep. No, it didn't say what the doctor's name was.
Anyway, the doctor. So
the doctor agreed that they all could go and meet him, but the women should stay in the car. So they
anyway,
brought the picnic lunch.
The house had blown up.
No, it didn't. It was
imploded,
like, so from the top. So they caught up with the ranger. He kept showing up, and he's like, well, maybe one of those boulders fell on it. Oh, I haven't seen your doctor friend. Maybe he's in town. He just looked...
Now, we don't want to spoil this movie, but if you've seen 2 horror movies, you might have a hunch who's a good guy and who's a bad guy in this movie by now.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a little bit of a hunch. If you've seen 2 of 3 of these movies, you've seen it.
So they went looking for Dr. Glassman, and they see this castle.
No, you forgot about the cave.
They found the cave on the way to the castle.
Yeah, well, whatever. I just want to get to the cave.
And there was a weird guy making a laughing noise in the cave. And the lady with the bob blonde hair, for some odd reason, she kept getting away from the other group.
Wait, you said she had a bob? Some scenes it looked like she had much longer hair.
Well, it was a long bob, shoulder length.
Part of this film was expanded in 3 years later, and you can tell because in some shots hairstyles are different, clothing is different.
Right. She went from having tan pants to green pants.
I'm surprised the races stayed the same. It would be like in one scene replacing, I don't know, Dan Aykroyd with Richard Pryor.
What?
That would only be slightly more distracting.
So anyway, they go on this picnic.
I could have mentioned, but I chose not to.
Thank you. So
You
the one
you can have a hunch what I
the
said.
one the one lady young lady sees these like bird or creature footprints in the
Yeah,
sand
they look like
dirt,
ostrich footprints.
and she's like, hey, come over here and look. She was
Let's go in this cave. Oh,
oh,
but we don't have a flashlight. It's
we need
okay.
torches.
Let's use matches and torches. Hey, do any of you have splunking experience? No? Well, whatever. I've seen Film Brain's review of the of the cave or the cavern. We'll be fine. Do 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 do.
And they could stand up, but they were all hunched over,
One of the
walking
girls,
through.
one of the girls sees a skeleton,
And they
which
don't believe her.
it's a cave. There's gonna be skeletons in caves. Haven't you ever seen the Flintstones, people?
Well, see, so then the old man that's living in the cave with the weird laugh, she
I
gets
should
frightened.
clarify, people lived in caves, so that would explain the skeleton. So anyway, there's this weird lunatic, and hey, if you can't trust a weirdo who lives alone in a cave, who can you trust?
He's like, "Oh, you're
Besides common
here.
sense.
You get the book. You get the book." And they're
Oh,
like,
you wanted the book? You wanted the book? Here you go.
"Did we want to follow him?" Yeah, he won't. He's harmless. Whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
wait, there's another part that I loved in this movie.
What?
Let's try to reenact it, okay? Oh my god! Come on, let's run! Let's run! Let's run! Come on, let's
Okay.
run!
Okay.
Let's run! Where are
Hey,
we?
where are
I
we?
don't know!
Stay here. Oh,
There we are!
stick together. Come on. Come on. Oh, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, you want to watch Axum? Okay.
No, that's how she was like, ow.
Yeah, she's a chick. You don't expect you don't expect women to be able to run correctly in horror movies, do you?
I don't know.
The only women that are able to run good in horror movies are probably Ripley and Carrie and Lady Terminator.
Yeah, maybe, whatever.
Go ahead, prove me wrong, people.
Okay.
So anyway, as
So they get the book,
as they're setting up
the picnic,
the
potato
picnic.
salad and KFC chicken.
Oh, by the way, they do mention Coca-Cola, but oddly later in the movie, when one of the guys is like, "Come on, I want to figure out the mystery. I don't want to spend the rest of my life wondering what's going on." They were like, "Oh, come on, Merlin. You know Scooby-Doo came out before this movie." Well, no, I guess it didn't. I guess it would make a better sense than, "Come on, Rough and Ready. Let's go."
Not ringing the bell.
The Rough and Ready show was about a dog and a cat who were friends, kind of like a precursor to Yogi and Boo Boo.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So anyway, well, they could have put that in post in the 1970 footage by talking about Scooby Doo. So anyway, then they're eating chicken and
Trying to
drinking.
get the stream water and trying to get the book open.
And you said it was a yellow bottle. I'm hoping that was a yellow bottle.
It was a yellow jug.
I'm hoping.
Plastic jugs. Back then, it was like olive green and yellow. And...
No, I'm just saying that water looked disgusting then.
Yeah.
So anyway, they open the book and they say it smells like rotten eggs.
Sulfur.
And I was like, huh, they found the original script to the Atlas Shrugged trilogy. Then I think that Mountie comes back a few more times, and if you don't know what's up with him, well, you haven't been paying attention.
He shows up at weird moments.
Yeah, he shows up at random times.
And they needed a form of the cross to keep him away. So he was trying to possess the one girl. He has this ring that he kept putting on, and it had like a hornet and something else with it
It looked
that would
like
like hypnotize you or whatever.
it looked like something that James Bond would use to like laser or shoot people.
But what it did is it created vacuum like colors and stuff
Mm-hmm.
to hypnotize you.
Oh, wait. We forgot to mention the... Oh, yeah. Bow, 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 bow. He hypnotizes one of the girls and then...
Tries to take advantage of her. Ugh.
I'm still doing it more romantic than he was. I'm trying my best.
Stop. Yuck. Don't give too much away.
Am I doing it good, or am I still too attractive?
Just stop. Let them find out. Look. And then he sees her
I kept
cross.
it PG.
He sees her cross,
and then he's like,
"No,
I can't.
So they figure out that's what they need. The cross or...
some kind of thing that they make out of bamboo sticks or something.
Yeah. It wasn't bamboo, because they weren't in a place that has bamboo.
It wouldn't shock me if there was a Starbucks, considering how stupid this movie is. All of the blood is blatantly red paint.
Water paint or ketchup or something.
No, ketchup would be too expensive for this movie.
Maybe.
Then they encounter the gorilla, which, you know, Kong Skull Island looks better and better the more I think about Equinox. And I thought Kong Skull Island was fine, but I'm like, man, those effects are way better in Kong Skull Island. The effects in Godzilla's Revenge are better than this.
Oh well.
And people, I'm not kidding you.
But they had a budget of what?
$6,500. Yeah, but you know what? That budget could have probably gone into, I don't know, good dialogue?
The horse was the best actor.
I don't know.
Anyway...
I don't know. I think that soda can deserved a nomination for Best Actor.
Kicked it into the creek or stream?
No, when it just went by, I'm like, you know what? I believe that soda can. It looked like a Red Bull, though. I don't think Red Bulls were around back then.
No, I think it was like Ham's beer or something. I think it was a beer can.
Would it shock you if in the movie they said, "Oh, I can't have a beer. I'm too young"?
No, it wouldn't shock me too much. So anyway, the one lady, she lost her cross,
but then gets it back.
Two circles. No, the two circles lady.
Oh. And so as a result, then the other girl is attacking her, which, hey, in 1970, if you can show a guy and a girl kissing that grossly, you should be able to show two girls kissing. But whatever, this movie is sexist.
Jeez, Justin. They're not even thinking about that in like the 60s or whenever this movie is coming out.
1967 or 70.
There you go.
And that makeout
it wasn't a makeout.
Pseudo attack.
He had her hypnotized, and
yeah, but that pseudo attack rape thing. It's not a good sign when I spit on your grave has more of a reason to have a rape, than your movie.
Whatever.
Think about that, people. That movie had a reason. This was just because.
Okay, so when the one guy
I'm getting tired of talking about this movie.
When the one guy... There's only one guy left. and he's got his cross of the blind date girl he was with. Mark, and I think her name was Jean or something. I don't even know. It was.
I thought his name was Harry.
And then the big bird thing says, and he's all in black and like smoky veil. You will die in 1 year, 1 day. Blah blah blah.
And then, well, we don't want to spoil the ending.
No.
This movie was stupid.
It was not much fun.
This movie was stupid. It was dumb. Blech.
Okay. Would you recommend it?
No!
Well, you don't have to yell. I would not either. So if you could watch it free and you want to watch old horror movies, then go for it.
You know what? You want to watch a better movie? Go on YouTube and type in Frankenstein meets the Space Monster. That at least can be campy fun, even though it isn't black and white. What? I said campy.
You're loud.
Join us next time where we take a look at a 1991 shot-on-video horror movie.
What?
Yeah, it's that one.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.